Welcome to the Guitar Jet YouTube channel. I'm your chief guitar instructor, Miles. Today I'm going to show you 5 intermediate pentatonic scale licks, and you can find the tab in the description below. Let's dive right into that first lick, where you'll be using hammer-ons, and we'll be using the A minor pentatonic scale. So you're just going to descend in groups of 3 strings. So you're going to go 8, 5, 8, 5, 7, 5 on E, B, and G. And you'll go pick, pull off, pick, pull off, pick, pull off. And then you'll do the same thing on the B, G, and D strings. So what you're playing there is 8, 5 on E and B, then 7, 5, G, and then 8, 5 on B, 7, 5 on G, and then 7, 5 on the D string, and then hammer on to that 7th fret of the D string. Now let's move on to the second lick, and this is going to be a series of double stops, and I recommend practicing them with downstrokes, at least to start, and then you can switch to alternate picking. And here's what the lick sounds like. It's a really straightforward 8th note lick, but it gets you used to barring and gets you used to playing double stops throughout the entire pentatonic scale. So to play that, you'll put your pinky on the 8th fret of B and high E, and then your index finger on the 5th fret of B and high E, and then your ring finger will bar the 7th frets of the D and G strings, and then your index finger will bar the 5th fret of the D and G strings. And then you'll do the same thing on the A and D strings at frets 7 and 5. And then end by playing 8 and 5 on low E. All together. All right. Now for lick number 3, you're going to be using both hammer-ons and pull-offs. And you'll be descending E, B, G, and D. And it'll sound like this. So what you're playing there is 5, 8, 5 on high E. That's pick, hammer, pull off. And then on the B string, you're playing 8, 5, 8. So that's pick, pull off, hammer. And then on the G string, you're playing 5, 7, 5. Pick, hammer, pull off. Then on the D string, you play 7, 5, 7. That's pick, pull off, hammer. All together. Now let's move on to lick number 4, where you'll be doing some string skipping. And it's very simple. You'll just go pick, hammer, and you're going through the entire A minor pentatonic scale, position 1, starting from the low E string. And that'll sound like this. So you're playing 5, 8 on low E, and then 5, 7 on D. So that's pick, hammer, then 5, 7 on A and the G strings. Once again, pick, hammer. Then 5, 7 on D, 5, 8 on B, 5, 7 on G, 5, 8 on high E. All together. All right, we'll move on to the 5th and final lick now. And this one's going to be a little bit trickier and more unique than all the rest. Okay, so what we're doing there is we're playing these groups of 3. So you'll start by playing 5, 8 on E, then 5 of A. So that's your first group of 3. And then you'll play 8 of the E string, then 5, 7 on A. And you play 5, 7 on A, then 5 of the D string, and then 7 of A, and 5, 7 on the D string. All together. And there are a lot of different picking patterns you could use right there. I like to go pick, hammer, up, and then down, up, hammer. Or you can also go down, down, up. I mean, there are so many options there. Pick, hammer, up, down, up. And then you do the same picking pattern for the next pair of strings. Pick, hammer, up, down, up. Anyways, that's it for today's video. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments section below, and subscribe to the Guitar J YouTube channel if you like videos about guitar theory, techniques, and licks, and electric guitar. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic day.